In this video, we are going to solve a several simple inequality. So the first one is x plus 2 greater than 6. So x plus 2 greater than 6. So just like solving an equation, I subtract 2 on both sides in order to let x stand on one side by itself. So 2 minus 2 is gone, 6 minus 2 is equals to 4. So x greater than 4, we call this a solution set. Because this is a set of number, what is the set looks like? So x can be anything greater than 4, right? So let's say 4.1, 4.01, 5, 6, 10, 1000, so on and so forth, right? So it's a set of number, it's not one individual number. That's why we call this a solution set. And then you graph that on the number line, so you draw a straight line. Here is how I do it. So 0, and then I'm not going to write the rest of the numbers. I will just write 4, and then greater than 4. So that will be an open circle, greater than 4. So the interval is from 4 to positive infinity. So that would be the first one. And then the next one, we have x minus 3 less than or equal to negative 9. So we add 3 on both sides, plus 3, plus 3. Less than or equal to negative 9 plus 3 is negative 6, and then this is my solution set. And then you draw a number line. 0, negative 6 is on the left hand side, is negative, right? Negative on the left, positive on the right. Less than or equal to, so that is a solid circle. We should an arrow to the left because every number on the left, they are all less than or equal to negative 6. So we use a solid circle because there is an equal. All right. And then the interval is from negative infinity to negative 6 square bracket. So this one is the basic. This one is the type when the coefficient of the variable is positive. So look at the number in front of x. The coefficient is 1, right? They are all positive. So they are all positive. This is easy. What if they are negative? If they are negative, then you have to do a super important step. We will discuss that in the next example. So when the coefficient of the variable is negative, so here is what you have to do. When multiplying or dividing, not including addition and subtraction, both sides of an inequality by a negative quantity, look, reverse the direction of the inequality symbol. Do not take this action when multiplying or dividing both sides of an inequality by a positive. So when you multiply or divide, multiplication and division only, both sides of an inequality by negative, you have to reverse the direction of the inequality symbol. So let's take a look at number 1. We have negative x less than or equal to 5, right? Let's pull this down. Negative x less than or equal to 5, less than or equal to 5. So what we are trying to do is you either multiply or divide both sides by negative 1, right? In order to get rid of the negative in front of x. So this time we will multiply both sides by negative 1. Once you do that, I usually do that using a different color. I reverse the direction of the inequality symbol first. And then I do the math. So negative 1 times negative 1 is positive. 5 times negative 1 is negative 5. So this is my solution set. And then we graph the solution set. And then I will show you how to check your work. Negative 5 greater than or equal to is pointing to the right hand side because every number on the right hand side of negative 5, they are all greater than or equal to negative 5. And then the interval, so that will be from negative 5 to positive infinity. So this one, how do you check your work? All you have to do is you pick a numbers that satisfy the inequality. So our solution set is x greater than or equal to negative 5. So let's say x equals to 0, right? 0 satisfy the inequality. Satisfy this inequality. But what about the given inequality? So the given inequality is x less than or equal to 5. So let's plug in the x right here. So we have negative 0, right, which is 0 less than or equal to 5. So this is check. So this is correct. So let's do one that is incorrect. So let's use another color to do it. We have negative x less than or equal to 5. So this one I am going to multiply both sides by negative 1. So we multiply both sides by negative 1. negative times negative is positive. So let me return to the color. So that is positive x. And then this time I'm going to make a mistake right now. The mistake is I will not reverse the direction of the inequality symbol. And then that will be equals to negative 5. So this is definitely a mistake. Let me show you that this is actually a mistake. Let's graph this and then draw the interval. So we have negative 0 and then a negative 5, right? So less than or equal to looks like this. And then the interval is from negative infinity to negative 5. Okay, so first I am going to pick a number right here. So what kind of number is less than or equal to negative 5? So how about x equals to negative 10? That satisfy, that is a number in this interval, right? Does the negative 10 satisfy the given given inequality? The given inequality is negative x less than or equal to 5. So we are going to plug in the negative 10 to this x. So negative 10, we have a positive 10 less than or equal to 5. So this is incorrect, right? So that is incorrect. So this lesson tells me when you multiply or divide both sides by a negative quantity, let's write this down. Just follow me. Just don't take this, follow me. Let's write this down once. So when you multiply, let's use a different color. When you multiply or divide, these operations only, both sides of an inequality by a negative quantity, you have to reverse the direction of the inequality symbol. So that's the lesson we learned from the first inequality. And then using this lesson, we won't make a mistake in number 2 and number 3. So let's move on to number 2. So number 2, I'm going to use a different color to do number 2. So number 2 is a negative 4x minus 3 less than 5. So first we add 3 on both sides, right? So this will be negative 4x. 5 plus 3 is 8. And then we divide both sides by negative 4. So negative 4 is negative. That means we have to reverse the direction of the inequality symbol. So that will be x greater than negative 2. So this is your solution set. All right, graph that. 0, negative 2 is right here greater than. We don't use a solid circle because there is no equal. So this will be from negative 2 to positive infinity. And then the next one, which is the last one, we have 8 is greater than or equal to 2 minus x. So first we subtract 2 on both sides. So 8 minus 2, 2 minus 2 is 0. So we only have a negative x on the right. 8 minus 2 is 6, greater than or equal to negative x. So this time you either multiply or divide both sides by negative 1. So negative divided by negative is positive. So since we use a negative, we have to reverse the symbol. So this will be a negative 6 less than or equal to x, right? Which is the same thing as, that's why I put the x on the other side. This is the same thing as x greater than or equal to negative 6. Think about this. Negative 5 is greater than or equal to 10, right? So it's less than or equal to 10, sorry. That means 10 is greater than or equal to negative 5. So that's how you reverse the left-hand side and the right-hand side. You also need to reverse the inequality symbol because the greater than is facing the x. And then number line, we have a 0, negative is on the left, so less than or equal to is shooting an arrow to the left. So we have from negative infinity to negative 6, including negative 6. All right, so that will be the end of this video. In the next video, I will solve more linear inequalities. All right, I see you there. Signing out for now.